What's going on? What's going on? This is Avi Kingdom Podcast, and today we're gonna have a conversation with my bro. I'm gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself, and we'll just go from there. What's going on, my bro? How are you?
I'm cool as a fan, Alfie. What's up, everybody?
What's going on? Yeah, just tell him about yourself.
All right, my name's Terrell. Terrell Thinks. I'm the man, the myth, the legend. I'm a writer, fighter, comedian. I'm pretty multi-talented, and I'm just carving my way through this thing.
That's what's up, my bro. How old are you?
26.
26. That's what's up. So I met my man a few months ago. Just I think maybe chopping it up on Instagram first, and then going to right now and stuff. So I seen you do a lot of reels and things of that nature. That comes from
Mhm.
the comic background, as you just said. But when you first started YouTube and Instagram, like what was your journey from the beginning? Like how'd you start? How long ago did you start? And let's hear about that.
Oh man, I've been making content since I was about 18, solidly.
Hmm.
But I really got my chops. I cut my teeth first doing stand up, and I've taken a hiatus from it, so I'll always go back to it. But I started off doing that, and I just wasn't getting the hang of it all the time. But I just kept chipping away at the lead, teaching myself stuff. And then when I started getting consistent, I made serious goals to network and find my niche and my lane and just dig and dig.
So how long ago was your first video when you first started? Like on YouTube and on
Oh,
Instagram.
YouTube, I'll tell you what it was. It was during the season that we don't speak about, right
Hmm.
after George Floyd passed away. I was like, yo, people just go. I don't. I want to like make my footprint because I've always been a ever since I was a little kid. I've always had like multiple dreams, multiple career passions, multiple goals,
Hmm.
and I saw it. I saw him die, and I was like, you know what? I want to make sure I do this goal now instead of waiting until I'm 40. Because in comedy, a lot of people wait to get into comedy until they're very well established in life for good reason. But I just decided to get on there. So my first video on YouTube was me traveling in Tennessee, and I went through a little BS. It was a racially tense time, so I made a racially tense video, and it just popped off from there.
Yeah. So how was that? Just waking up and how long did it start taking you to get some decent views? Because you first you pop off and it be dry. I think everybody has that experience, and then you just
No,
wake
my
up and
experience
it pop off.
my experience was actually the inverse. So I popped off immediately. That video, well, since George Floyd had died, I don't want to keep staying on him, but everything racial was just at a hot point. So if you made any type of race baiting video, whether even if you're just telling a real experience, it did pretty good. So my first video on YouTube on that account did 3K in like
Oh,
a
yeah.
month. And with barely any subscribers. And then I dropped down. I wasn't really getting anything. And when it started picking up within the last year. So
Mhm.
yeah, 3-4 years of work.
That's what's up, man. Because everybody thinks it's always an overnight success, and it never is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, that doesn't exist.
Mhm. What you like to do in your spare time, my bro? Besides creating content, or does that take up all your time?
Everything I do takes up my time. I pretty much have monetized every single hobby or trade I have in some way. I write a lot. I will say I'm a bibliophile, meaning I'm obsessed with books.
Hmm.
So I do kill a lot of audiobooks just listening to them. I train like crazy and try to teach myself everything I can about nutrition and the human body, anatomy and physiology, and war history too.
That's dope, man. You know, I'm just about to start another book probably this weekend. I had
Mm.
stopped writing, man. This is the only time they had took my books off of Amazon, man. And, I think I might have told you that. So I've been trying to get it back, and it's been rough trying to just talk to a real, actual person. So I'm gonna just try to just write some new shit and upload it somewhere else and see how that goes, man.
I'll see if I can get you the contact number because I've had a reselling business on Amazon and I got a
Oh
little
yeah.
bit of connection there. Yeah, and they changed those numbers back to back. And then people in the reselling space, like they make the videos on how to sell stuff, they'll
Hmm.
sell you this number to actual someone's desk, and Amazon will change it like a week later.
Hey, man. That'll be a blessing within a blessing right there, man. Because this little route they got going on, man, is like man, it's like running in circles, man. And, you know, it is what it is. You got you so you write when you got a book coming out, man. What's going on with the book?
Oh, I'm my first nonfiction book right now is my first fiction book is a post-apocalyptic book, and my co-author CJ, he's coming down this month. Actually, I didn't realize it was May already. He's coming down this month, and we're gonna hone some of that out. So that's gonna be a writing and a journey because it's gonna be like nothing ever written before.
Yeah, I tell you, man, writing a book is well. I mean, especially for you, because some people just like, especially that make content, they kind of just make a book for a product, man. But I was always a writer, you know what I mean? So it's really, really rewarding. You know what I'm saying? Once you get it out, and especially if you start selling the stuff, man, it's rewarding as hell, man. So I tell you, any help you need with it, just holler at me. I got you, my bro.
Yeah, because I asked you if you ever written a fiction book before, and you said you had. And I need to go ahead and cop that. I need to go through your list.
Yeah, go to the list. I hook you up, man. I hook you up for sure. You know what I'm saying? Get the exclusive work.
Oh, I mean, I'll pay top dollar for it. You know, you gotta keep the bread in the community.
Yeah, man. How much support did you get from your friends and family starting and everything?
To be real with you, I get a lot of undying support for people that believe in me, but they don't understand what I'm doing, so they still look at me like I'm crazy, even if they got my back through it. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I do get a lot of naysayers and people that question me, and then like, but I've lived a bunch of lives even at 26, so it's kind of hard. And I'll say this: I'm focused on being spiritual, so I don't let people motivate me up or down. It's a goal always. But yeah, I have non-believers. I love them.
You embrace the haters.
Oh man, haters give me erections. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it's kind of my toxic trait because it was really motivating me to make content and stuff. Like, I don't get deterred from negative comments, racist comments, anything like that. That stuff is if I get a bunch of those, you'll see my productivity jump up 2,000% because I like it, but I got to stop feeding into it.
You ever had any crazy like troll stories? Because I know I didn't have some. You got some crazy shit.
It's crazy, but trolls end up falling in love with me. Like I keep my trolls from jumping off of bridges. They contact me differently because they see that it doesn't faze me the way that it wants to. What's some of your crazy stuff with your trolls?
Shit, stalking.
Oh yeah, that's just normal.
Yeah.
Like, are they lazy?
Real life on some creepy shit though. Not even like just trolling, like talking shit, but like on some creepy kind of vibe, bro. Like, I tell you about it later. It's creepy.
Oh, you must have had like an athletic troll. They weren't afraid of the treadmill.
Yeah, it wasn't like funny.
Hey man,
it wasn't one where you can laugh about. You can't laugh about it. You'd be like, man, what the fuck going on, bro?
It's funny until it happens to you. You know what they say.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make some goddamn videos, bro. I ain't trying to make no fucking thriller movie and shit. Got a online thriller movie and shit that they making on you. You just in it. Like, nigga, I'm living my life.
Nobody's made a good hit piece about me yet. I know I haven't reached that pinnacle.
Mm-hmm. ARC called himself trying to chop me up for an hour. That was an entertaining video.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. It had been a couple people who tried it, but you know, for me, I'm not a good subject to talk about because I'm an arrogant dude for one. So the opinion of people I don't like don't matter to me. Right? Why the fuck would I care about? I don't like you. So and if you were just a troll or a random stranger, I don't know you. So either I don't like you or I don't know you. So why the fuck would I care? And that's the first thing. The second thing is I won't watch it. Why would I subject myself to look at some shit that pissed me off?
You're not that masochistic.
You know, there may have been a time where it was very insistent because people that's the one thing that I don't like about content. is people would be sending you this shit. You know what I mean? So even if you ain't subscribed, people would see you in the DMs trying to like act like they helping you out, but they really being messy. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
They try to make it seem like they trying to be a hero, but they really want you to respond back. So then they gonna do the same thing to you. They gonna send your shit back to them. So
Oh,
people,
they like the messenger birds in World War II.
yeah, man, it's a trip, man. But I love YouTube though. I done met some super dope people. So I'm not gonna make it seem like I haven't, because I have. And it's cool because it's worldwide. Like I travel a lot, and it's kind of dope that every time, excuse me, not every time, anytime I go somewhere, I can have somebody pull up on me. It don't matter where it is. You know what I'm saying? Out the country, whatever. If I say on my stories I'm in Spain, somebody gonna hit me and be like, "Man, what's up? Where you at? Let me buy you a drink." Like that's pretty cool. And that's not an experience that everybody got to have. I mean, I'm talking about anywhere, Vietnam, uh,
Yeah.
anywhere, bro.
I know what you mean. I got you see audience in weird pockets. You like, how did y'all find me? Like, I got a weird. It's kind of like because I get a lot of Australians sometimes, and I'm like, how am I appealing to them? I mean, I know I'm appealing, but what made it click?
Right. Hey, what's your situation on the dating? You single? You in a relationship? You got a rotation? What you get?
I beat around the bush on it on the content, but I got a main girl, and I still keep a rotation. She's with it. You know, she a ride or die. I call her my bitch manager, to be real. I don't know if you wait. What's the cursing on here?
No, you good. Say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I made sure not to open up that door in the first few minutes. I know what I'm doing.
Dog, it's weird because I'm in this impasse, not an impasse, but you know, if you go your purpose and you're in my age range, well, you're used to getting beautiful women that have high interest in you, but you're not getting exactly what you want. And I'm in the middle ground, so I can getting them and keeping them is one thing, but also what I want is another thing. Like my dream board back here, well, you can't see it, but my dream board is all supermodels and like Lucy Liu in her prime, things like that. Because a part of my motivation, and people can say whatever they want about it, I want to take myself to the upper modicum of status, so I have availability to the women that I would really want to, get a crack at in a better way. We all had. I mean, if you got any sort of game, you don't have a girl that's quote unquote out of your league or whatever you want to call it, but it's always been quick and short, and I want it in longer foundations.
Where you originally from?
I'm Nashville, Tennessee. My background.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. That's in Nashville. I've been in Nashville before. Hey, I went there, bro, and one thing that I can say is it didn't have the best barbecue, because I assume that it did because I be watching it on TV. I went to a referred spot, and that shit wasn't hitting for me out like that.
Nah, you gotta go to Chattanooga. You gotta go to Memphis or Knoxville. See, Nashville is a city known that it gets a reputation for things that is just marketing. Like they'll market it to people that don't know what they're getting.
Oh, you know what? My apologies. I went to Memphis, bro, not Nashville. So my apologies.
Oh no! See, all the good barbecue in Memphis, you probably wouldn't have got it because you wasn't trying to die. Memphis is like that. Like you gotta, if you're not getting cussed out while you getting barbecue in Memphis, you're not getting good barbecue.
Yeah, it was funny because I was in that joint, and the white people in there was like, "This show is good." I'm like, we thinking myself, we ain't eating the same shit.
No.
They told me to go. That's what they told us to go. That was a cool little trip too. I remember that was a nice little trip.
You can't trust the taste buds of the non-melanated. I don't think it's in their DNA.
Yeah. So you say you got the rotation and the girlfriend. Would you ever consider marrying the main one?
Oh, we are married, just not the traditional way. We had the ceremony and everything.
Tell me about that, bro. Cause I don't want to get married, but I told myself if I'm 50 and I'm like in a relationship for a while, I'll give her a ceremony, bro. I just don't want no legal shit. Like it ain't.
Yeah.
For her, if it's her dream to dress up in a gown, have it. But I don't want the technical fucking shit, because the thing is, it's smart for her too, because it's like, if this shit don't work, we could just not be together. I don't want all this extra going to court, all of this. It ain't even about the money. It's just the extra time I gotta spend with somebody who I don't even want to fuck with. But we gotta keep talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, What's the skit on that? How you go about doing that?
I mean, it's the where do I start? She's a good catch. She does. She puts the work
Because
in.
I think that's damn. I just heard somebody just said that too. Donovan Sharp said that. He said he was getting married, but it wasn't a for real technical marriage. So, but it ain't happening.
I haven't networked with him yet because I'm trying to get in that motherfucker, trying to pull up, and give him a little celebratory gift for Donovan and Devin. Congrats to them.
You got some promise in October.
She's she put the work in. She's been vetted. You know, you don't know somebody until you know them for like 7-8 years. You know, she's been through the dirt with me, and she's coachable too.
Right.
And I got this real niche in this space because like I'm the king of threesomes, and when I was doing comedy all the time, you know, this one schizophrenic comedian who I love her mind, but we actually don't get along. But she was like, "You have the most jokes about threesomes by anybody I know." And like a lot of these dudes be giving advice on it, even dudes with game, but they're threesome adverse, right? And it's not just about the sex, but I'm just saying like women have to have seen and been shown things like once you rail about 4 chicks out real good in front of your chick and you the same dude, you carry the same principles, the same values that you told her you had, and the relationship ain't changing that aspect, she get cool with it. Like it's just but as far as like what she does as a wife and the value she provides, man, this girl makes tonics, ailments, homemade soap, lotions. My mom's a sickly person. She's bathed my mom. I didn't ask her to. She stripped my mom and bathed her, took care of her. I got shot in front of her, and she could have left. I'm actually an amputee. A lot of people don't really conceive that all the time, but she's worth it. It's just like I hate that whole argument of people saying, "Oh, you are what you attract," and it's like somebody done tricked us somewhere where we can say half thoughts and believe it as a full statement. You're not what you are what you attract. No, you are what you attract and can maintain. Because everybody attracts hoes, everybody attracts streetwalkers, everybody attracts princesses. Like they're women too. They're all women, no matter what their title is. You can attract them, but how well you maintain it is a different story.
You preaching, bro. Two things. So in the marriage shit, I get all of that. I'm asking more of it just on for a future for me. Is it a verbal thing or is it an actual thing where you can get married and it ain't all tied together like that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh man, I mean that really.
You ain't got the answer. That's cool. But you may have the answer. I don't know.
That's really based on the connection with the chick. So you can't answer without seeing them. But like
he made it seem like it was a technical thing or something. That's what I took from it. You know, if Donovan, if you didn't mean that, then you didn't mean that. But from the way from the way he said it on the stream, like, yeah, I'm gonna get married, it's in a non-typical way, and I'll tell you about it. And I didn't get the stream where he talked about it.
I'm pretty sure me and him did it or doing it the same way. You just have the ceremony, you do all that, and y'all say you're married, and it's a verbal agreement between you, God, and your people. But you don't involve the courts. You make sure you don't live in a state that's.
I live in Cali, so it's all bad. I live in Cali. It's all bad for the marriage shit. They don't fuck around out here.
I was like, I know you from Oakland. I'm like, it's surprising me that you like to stay in Cali, but I'm sure you got your reasons.
Shit, don't open up that can of paint, man. That's a lot of reasons why I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? But. It's just, it's the process, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an older cat, so I move around, but it's just, as far as finding another base, I got to find somewhere because I'm in my 40s, bro, so I don't want to be another place for 2 years and then spend 3, like, I want to go to where I'm going to be, and I don't quite know where that is yet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you already been in the ice cream shop a lot, tasting all the flavors, so it's going to be even harder. It's going to be harder for you to make a decision, but it's going to be a more sedimentary decision.
Mm-hmm. Let me unpack this. You said you was a threesome master. I want these guys we won the game. Give the guys like 3 tips on pulling off a threesome. This is stuff that we be talking about.
Okay, so my strat might be different from everybody else, but okay, first of all, I gotta say, straight women don't exist. Everybody want to say that they do. They don't. Straight women don't exist. Everything with women is fluid. Like they don't. the most important thing you do in life is what you eat and who you date. And women don't even know what they want to eat half the time. So how they gonna know who
Boom.
they want to date?
Facts.
So my thing is then you can is people say, oh well, you don't want to like so dudes in our space will get all this power, they'll get on self-improvement, they improve their lives, and they start renegotiating the terms of their relationship and they corner the chick into a threesome like a little fox. And I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing, because like if you could do business with anybody, because dating is a business, if they uphand you enough, they're gonna renegotiate the contract. That just makes sense. But my thing about it is just like girls gonna say some gay stuff if you just listen to them. They're all women will say something that expresses interest in the same sex, and they might not have unpacked it or realize it. But you just gotta hone in on that. Know your girl. And my the way I got into it was 2020 was the best year of my life. While everybody was locked in, I was doing content, but I was only making a video like every 2 weeks. But
Mm-hmm.
I had my reselling business, and the inflation wasn't as high, so I was traveling the country, and I was in a new city daily, if not weekly. I was driving from Nashville to Knoxville almost every day, and I learned on the road that if your girl's down and women know that hey, you're seasonal and you look the part, you got to go through the basics. I'm kind of skipping it, but you got to go through
Mm-hmm.
knowing the steps of becoming an attractive man, right? Like I'm fit, I know how to fight, I'm charismatic, all that. You look the part, you do the part. Being social, man, going out to places, talking to them. I need you to guide the conversation a little bit so I can pretty much crip it in.
No, you good, bro. I want them to hear from you. They hear me talk my shit all the fucking time. So that's I like them to hear from somebody else.
Well, I'll say this because like when we talk through messages, I was like, why is Alfie like? I wouldn't say shit testing me like that. Why is he talking to me like that? And I'm like, oh, he coaches so many dudes that he has to practice. Say he's in rhythm of talking to like dudes that are on some same levels of him. And my thing is just like knowing like people hate being categorizing, but most people are the same. So just
Mhm.
from my understanding of women, it's like you can't force threesomes. You can't force any of that shit. They gotta both be into you. And women do things for, if you the books, why women have sex, all that, women just do things for it could be a wider range of reasons. And we only do things for like 3 or 4 reasons.
Right. Yeah, man. All women are definitely bi curious.
Mm-hmm.
So my strategy, just to tell the cats, is the main number one thing is to not be judgmental. If you judgmental, it ain't never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You gotta embrace the fantasy, no matter how you feel about it inside. You don't always gotta, and that's just game for the players. You don't always have to stress or aggress what you're feeling and thinking. I mean, if you're just that type of person, you like to express yourself, cool, but you don't always have to say something. So, you know,
Yeah. If
yeah,
I'm
let
like that,
women, yeah, and place them where they belong.
mm-hmm. You got to go where you fit in, not where you can, not where you get in. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like you if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And there's types. Like my main chick is Hispanic, so
Hmm.
like the way that if this is another thing that people really really don't corner themselves in on attaching some some discernment and ability to think critically and compose things with actual like just logical reasoning and stats about shit. Like everybody got phenotypes. Blonde hair, blue eyes, that's a phenotype. Girls that like certain phenotypes like my girl more. And girls that like certain phenotypes on men like me more. Like we've had and women are fucking crazy, dog. When we first started opening up the relationship and doing all the like the down and dirty shit, my girl would pretend that I was cheating on her because we could tell, like, oh, this bitch is a fucking psycho. She would rather me be cheating on my wife than my wife being cool with me having a little side bitch. She would rather be the mistress than the side bitch. And I'm like, the side bitch get more than anybody. Everybody knows that.
Right.
It,
That's a shame that's true too.
Yeah, and once I'm not recommending running your numbers up, but just once you get the experience, you can tell. Like if you would have freaked, you would have freaked. Like if I put my thumb in her behind end and I say push, and she actually know how to push it out, oh, she a freak. Because freaks know how to do that. Most women, you stick something in their butt and you say push, and they actually clinch because they only ever took a shit. They ain't never had to push something out their butt for fun. You see, it's just that's a little gem. That's a tip, something you won't know unless you got some miles on you. You know, you got to have a Honda engine inside a Corvette.
Also, another easy tip too. Just make them kiss first, bro. Sometimes you don't want to make it seem like you want to have a threesome. Just make them make out and kiss and shit. Then they get hot and horny, and then you just add to the fire once it's going. You don't always have to confirm the final moment and shit. You feel me? You can
Oh yeah.
you don't know what time it is and shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so those are some. So y'all got some good sex tips and stuff. So y'all know y'all happy with that. What you got going on for the future? What you looking forward to? What you got going for 2023? Like, what's your goals? What you got coming for your channel? What you got going for your girl? What some places you want to go?
Dog, I got so many goals. I got one of them right here is Doi Inathon. It's the so me. One thing I know about myself is I like medium-sized mountains. That is the tallest mountain in Thailand, and it's a medium mountain, so it doesn't get that snow capped all the time. It's about like
Okay.
8,000 feet. That's one of the travel goals. For me, actually, I know this main channel for me is under attack, and I've seen people lose their channel. So I went ahead and took my precautions. I'm started another channel, so that's why people people have seen a break on this one. I'm playing the game, and I'm not mad. So you about to see basically Terrell Thinks 2.0 because you can see all the learning curves and learning pains on this channel, but I'm making a new one. It's just gonna be my best stuff, and that's why I'm putting forward just mastering my skills. I'm basically like a person. There's not many work people like me. I'm like kind of like Donald Glover or Joe Rogan or somebody that's just good at a lot of different stuff. And it's not to be cocky. It's just I've decided which ones I'm going to attack. So I'm training on the secret low key. I make fitness content, but I'm really also training to win a world championship in karate by the time I'm 30.
That's
Put
dope.
put some respect on that because I know a lot of history of the sport and I see how it's been bastardized and watered down. No disrespect to anybody, but I like having something to prove and a monkey on my back. So honing in on skills. My primary focus is the content, of course, becoming a master of that, growing a new channel to 10K, a little bit of vanity metrics, mastering the game, and getting some streams together and teaching and collecting my following, building my kingdom, as you would call it. You know, getting my email list up.
There you go. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you and your time. Let the people know where they can find you.
Find me on YouTube, Terrell Thinks, Instagram, Terrell Thinks. For the algo, as Alfie would say, TerrellThinks.com. I'm having some merch drop coming soon, so you can get yourself some nice digs. You feel me? Just a handmade shirt from Mexico. I'm not gonna get some stuff like that on the website yet, but it's definitely coming.
That's what's up, man. Well, you always welcome. Uh, Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to my man. Drop a comment. Let us know what resonate with you. Was it the story? Put a storybook. Was it the threesomes? Put three ladies' heads in there, or put
Hmm.
some peaches, whatever y'all want to put. And y'all make sure y'all share the video with somebody that y'all feel would be entertained or will learn something. Other than that, y'all have a good night. Peace out, y'all. Tap
Peace,
in with
y'all.
me, bro.
All right, bro. I got you.
Peace.